What's cracking, Mr. People?
You're back.
Nancy next and welcome back to our continuing coverage on Game Hype of the Xenoblade Chronicles series, anticipating to release the Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Last week we did Xenoblade Chronicles X, and the week before we did Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yes, it is.
So today we're doing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We're starting with the official game trailer. I think this is when they just announced they were releasing this sequel.
Alright.
So let's go ahead and jump right into it and start.
I don't know why it's intro being an intro. You can feel the key parts.
Well, I mean, I think it's a lot of the clouds and the piano score. It's a much slower opening.
Yeah.
Even down to whoever this guy is just standing on a cliff is remembered of some sort of standing around something.
Exactly, yeah. Jesus. Is that a ship? Wow.
Yes.
Good God. I feel be scared to live in the sky or something. I don't know why.
Okay, so we're evoking Greek mythology for happening this time around rather than Asian gods and Christian mythology. That usually they usually go with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's funny, they don't over such live character from this girl right here. I noticed that. Interesting compared to now.
I mean, you say that, but this game also got some controversy for everyone. Character scene.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, take back what I just said. Jesus.
They also put her inside Smash, and had to censor her slightly. This gave her thigh socket.
Oh, gotcha.
Don't know why, but it did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna give me some Kingdom Hearts vibes.
Yeah. I gotta tell you right now, just from this trailer, it does actually show that this game is more bombastic than the first two.
Oh yeah, no. I can definitely tell. And honestly, it's way more dramatic.
Yes. Oh yeah, no.
Which I love. Good God. What the? Whoa. And it's huge.
Final Fantasy 7. Okay.
Okay.
So, what were your impressions of just this official game trailer?
Well, first thing, I really love that dramatic effect for this trailer. That actually really pulled me in. And I think what it is, like, if it's more of the dramatic and like good storytelling, depending on the trailer, it will pull me in. And I think I love the dramatic. I love the creatures that I've been seeing, and the big ship and everything, and then how it has a feel of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy still.
Yes.
And I love that.
I can safely say, having played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade 2 is a way more dramatic game than Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade X. And that's saying a lot, because Xenoblade Chronicles was a very dramatic game.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Like when I tell you that the trailer they showed off for the Wii and the Edition did not do that game justice, I'm not kidding.
Wow. It was that good.
It was that good, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Now I cannot speak to X's quality. My experience with it begins and ends with hearsay from other fans of the series that had a Wii U when the game first came out.
Yeah.
So my experience is basically Xenoblade and Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 2 is way more dramatic, but it's also way more anime-esque.
Okay.
But Xenoblade Chronicles they went out of their way to just basically break from established anime tropes. This is a small scene. It's not a big spoiler or anything. It's just a small kind of moment. In Xenoblade 1, the male protagonist and one of the female protagonists, she is making him lunch.
Okay.
Now, traditionally, in Japanese stereotype, when a Japanese woman, when a woman makes lunch for a person,
right,
it's usually like curry,
okay,
like rice and beans and whatnot.
Yeah.
And the guy said, okay, we don't want to have this stereotype of women cooking, so we need to have her make him something else so we break from this stereotype of women cooking.
What?
Guess what they have her make him?
A peanut butter jelly sandwich.
A sandwich.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So by breaking from one female stereotype, you have her do another female stereotype.
Oh God, Jesus! If you're gonna say change the stereotype, don't make a cook. Period. Either make him cook or have him make his own sandwich. Do something else. Don't make him a sandwich.
Well, the gag was that this dude has like no sense of taste, doesn't bother paying attention to anything.
Oh, God.
Basically let himself starve for days on end.
Jesus, that makes it worse.
So she made him something to eat. I was gonna say, like, if you want her to make something that's not stereotypically female, like, put it like this. If you want to not be stereotypically female, you probably should just swap the gender.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because no matter what, when you put a woman in the kitchen and have her cooking, you've already failed right there.
Yeah,
You failed right there.
It never goes well, ever, ever.
Oh man. But yeah, no. She made him a sandwich and a thermos full of some kind of drink. I don't know what the heck it was.
Okay.
But yeah, so with X, they said, okay, so we already had our game where we broke from anime tradition.
Yeah.
X looks like it's meant to be kind of like still breaking from that, but having more influences of it.
Right.
Xenoblade 2 goes full into it.
Wow.
It goes full into it, and honestly, I think it's for the better.
Okay.
I think it's for the better. One thing that I do want to bring up is actually a fun tip that I learned about Xenoblade 2, courtesy of Chugga Conway's Let's Play on that he did. You know how long? Give you an idea how long both these games are. When they did the Let's Play series of the first game on the Wii. This is not the definitive edition. This is the first game that came out. I think he did like 2010.
Okay.
Including a time when he got sick. He uploading one video a day, every day. That was anywhere between, I think it was 30 to 40 minutes long. I think somewhere upwards of an hour. That entire Let's Play project took him about a year and a half to finish. And this guy,
God!
And this guy was doing everything. He was showing some of the alternate routes of certain quests, all the side quests, showing off the hidden locations. He was very thorough in showing off how just expansive this game is.
I gotta say that man's committed. Cause I couldn't do that. I can't do that.
Like for instance, I give you guys a bit of a hint. My current longest Let's Play that I've done for my personal channel is actually I can go ahead and pull the playlist real quick here. I have 500 videos, man. It's hard to keep them track.
If I had to guess, it probably like 15 hours.
My current longest one, I can't go off of hours play, but my current longest one is one split second here. Is Sudeki.
Okay.
It's an RPG. And this is bearing in mind that I did have some episodes that went upwards of half an hour to 40 minutes.
Okay.
That one is sitting at 42 videos. Sugar Conroy's Xenoblade 1 Let's Play.
That has to be 15 hours in it.
Is at 100 and something videos. I think it's 180 something videos.
Jesus.
And I think it tops at around 70, 80 hours.
Oh my God.
Sudeki, I think that one maxed out around 20 hours. And I did do everything in Sudeki. His Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Let's Play started before the pandemic began.
Oh, I know you were that thing for hours.
And didn't end till November last year. 2021.
Oh, you're a better man than me, dog.
And once again, he did everything he could inside the game, including the side missions and the extra add-on content.
He's a better man than me. I can't do that.
He gave a thorough explanation of every character, every mechanic, maxed out everything, showed you all the best funny spots. He even had bonus episodes showing some of the behind the scenes details and stuff about the games.
That's good. No,
This
that's
guy
good.
was very thorough.
No, that's good. I have
Mad respect for him.
I got mad respect for him. I couldn't do that. Like it really has to be a game that I'm really passionate about. I think probably the only two games I probably would do that, like some of what he's doing, is Uncharted Last of Us.
Yeah.
I could do that, but nah. Gotta give him props. Good God.
And the only reason why I think he does such a good job, and we're going to get back to the next trend. I just want to finish. Is because he planned out the series.
Oh, okay.
He
Smart.
plans it
Smart.
out.
Okay.
Like I think his current series is Splatoon 2.
Right.
And he said in one of his videos that this series has been in production for about 4 years. He was going to hold off for another year because he's waiting to see what happens to Splatoon 3.
Jeez.
But because he thought there's going to be a few more updates for 2 before 3 got announced. They announced 3, but they're still updating 2, so he's like, okay, I got to do this now.
Wow. Good God.
So yeah, Matt, props to him.
Yeah, good God.
And I think Xenoblade 2, I think that one topped around 220 something episodes. So, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably going to one-up him because he took a break. I'm not taking a break if I ever do this series.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I got to get more experience. But yeah, I just want to say that because it's a fun tidbit.
Ooh.
But this is why I bring it up because he mentioned this tidbit about Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
All the English voice actors are actually only known for stage plays.
Wow.
Which is why the voice acting hits so different compared to Xenoblade.
Okay, yeah, cause no, that makes sense. Cause I've heard actors that have done stage plays do a tremendous job, depending on what script they're doing or what play they're doing.
I can safely say, as an actor, that when it comes down to acting work, there are 2 different kinds of actors, right? No, there are 3 different kinds of acting professions.
Yeah.
There is voice acting,
Yes.
stage acting,
Yes.
and camera acting on
Yes.
film.
Yes.
From my understanding, stage actors have an easier time going from stage acting to voice acting and film acting, whereas film actors have a much difficult time going
Oh, okay,
from
yeah.
film
No, that's
to
true.
the other two.
No, that's true. And I think the reason is because they didn't start on the stage part.
Yes.
So and I think I heard from Denzel. He says from his perspective, it's always best if you're trying to pursue acting. It's best to always do stage classes.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, stage acting classes.
Yeah, because with stage acting, you learn to project.
Yeah.
But if you start on film, you don't have that muscle control,
Correct,
the
yeah.
diaphragm,
No, you
or the
don't.
lung capacity to
No.
project. So you're gonna be struggling a lot more, be out of breath a lot
Yep.
more. Voice actors can go from voice acting to film acting, in my opinion, much more easily.
Oh yeah, of course.
But film actors, once again, I feel like if you start off as a film actor, you've probably already handicapped yourself for every other profession.
Yeah,
because that Star Wars anime that Disney Plus did, Jesus Christ, what the hell were you thinking?
Oh God.
The voice acting on there was terrible.
Oh well, I haven't
Yes,
seen it.
yeah, I've seen clips of it. You can very clearly tell that Disney went, okay, we have Star Wars. Here's an anime. Throw money at a popular actor.
Oh no, they did that.
They didn't get a popular voice actor. They got a popular actor, which is really dumb because the guy who plays Luke Skywalker is one of the most proficient voice acters in Hollywood.
Who is it?
Mark Hamill, the guy who plays
okay,
plays the Joker in Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Well, Swamp Thing and Trickster and Justice League Action. Which,
That's
by the
right,
way,
yeah.
if you watch Justice League Action, they have an entire 5-minute episode dedicated to Mark Hamill.
Ooh.
And the whole premise is, okay, what if Mark Hamill gets kidnapped by the two villain characters he plays on the show?
Oh Jesus.
And rescued by the one hero character he played on that show. So he's sitting here, the Joker kidnaps him, the Trickster gets him. I will get back to, I'm sorry, the Trickster, he plays both these characters, so he basically voice acting against himself. He's tricking both of them into making these wrong turns. He finally gets to my Swamp Thing, and Swamp Thing's like, hey, it's like, you recognize as Mark for being a popular actor, but he's also a fantastic voice actor. And the Joker goes, also a voice actor.
What?
It is an amazing 5 minutes, well worth your time.
Mark Hamill's talented. That man is so talented. Jesus Christ.
Check out his Instagram, it is hilarious.
I definitely.
When episode 9 released and they had that laugh of Palpatine on the trailer.
Yeah.
the day after he releases a picture, a Photoshop picture, it's like what I think that laugh was. It's the Joker holding a lightsaber.
Mark Hamill, I swear to God.
And I'm like, can we get that movie, please?
Yes, please do, please do. Lord have mercy.
Oh God.
I want to see that. Oh my God.
Anyway, sorry for the detour. Let's go ahead and jump into the next one. But yeah, all that is basically just to say that Xenoblade 2 had a lot more production put into it.
Yeah.
I'm still not certain if I like it better than better than Xenoblade 1.
Yeah.
Because I will not say anything about X, because I don't know anything about X. But Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, while one is a sequel to the other, you can play them in any order.
Oh, okay.
You don't actually have to play the first one to get what's going on in the second one.
Okay.
However, I will say this. It's better to play the first one
Okay.
and then play the second one because they are complementary stories.
Oh, okay.
And I think it's the one time I've seen a game do that, or seen an outside medium beyond like Stephen King's narrative universe, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah.
That is the one time I've seen it done well. You know, because Star Trek is known for having multiple stories going on at the exact same time, like Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager actually all going on at the same time. It's hard. I'll admit it's hard. I think one day we probably will sit down and watch it, but but I feel like, especially with Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, it would definitely be worth the time to watch. But anyway, getting into the next trailer now. This was the actual story trailer. It's also interesting that they released this one in Japanese. I don't think they ever actually released an English version of this.
Okay.
But the very least they did, this was the one that people found more interesting so they could watch. We get the central conceit apparently that he plays live forever, but some people don't forget. So apparently, if I'm looking at this correct, I guess some blades can forget, but some can't.
As far as the memory?
That's what I'm looking for some narration here.
So it sounds like Rex might be the central focus.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would say the gray haired kid might be Rex.
Yeah.
It seems like one of the girls can turn to another girl.
Yeah, that was I think Peru. I think that's what.
So from
Oh, Pyro. That's another thing.
English name probably, because I heard him call her Homer, which I believe is the Japanese word for fire.
Okay.
It makes sense because you see her using fire a lot.
Sure.
But yeah, so that one once again, having played 2, I'm trying my best not to give away anything for us. We've not played any other games.
No, I haven't.
So what do you think of the story trailer?
Actually, it's really interesting. I'm actually interested in the story trailer because seeing this character I don't know anything about so far, just based on the trailer. Rex, he's actually an interesting character. So it seems like I was saying, like he might be a central focus, but I think him and Pyra might have like a good friendship. But I think along the way he started, from what I'm getting at, he feels like he's gonna be responsible, I guess, for either her death or for her losing her memories.
So what I'm getting at from this trailer, I'm going strictly up the trailers.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm trying to keep as much context as I can out of my own playthrough of the game. Just going off the story trailer, it looks like the central conceit that they're trying to get across is that the story's going to be about growing up.
Yes, yes.
Well, I don't think growing up, but growing old, changing, as it were.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Having played the game, I will say that is a part of it, but that's not the biggest part.
Yeah.
So I do like how that's the hook they use, because I think that's if you're trying to go for an older, more mature audience, and once again, the director of Xenoblade has been wanting to do an M-rated game for the longest time, because, and I'm quoting him verbatim here, so he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Okay, I like it. I like him saying that.
He's been constrained to T-rated game. I thought X was a T-rated game because the opening scene, one of the main antagonists just straight up says shit.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh well, that usually jumps rating up to M.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
No, it's still T.
What?
Yeah, X is still T.
Wow.
And Xenoblade 3 is still is T as well.
What?
So yeah, and I think a lot of it is just because they're getting funding from Nintendo, and Nintendo.
Oh yeah. They're
barring Bayonetta,
yeah.
is very particular about the ratings they put in the games. I don't think there's been a single game developed and published by Nintendo, developed and published, mind you,
Yeah.
that has been above a T rating.
Wow.
They published a few games that have been M rated, sure, but they never developed and published one that's above a T rating. So there's that. I would say beyond that, what else is there? What else is there beyond that?
I think another component in this might be the memories.
The memories?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm just guessing just off the trailer. It looks like Pyrrha might lose her memories.
Yes. Which is interesting because the trailer starts off with her saying that it might be better to forget.
Yeah, correct, yes.
So probably somewhere along the way, something happens to change her mind.
Yeah, and I'm just, again, I haven't played none of these games, so if I had to guess what the reason might be, it might be she doesn't want to lose memories of her and Rex.
Okay.
Only reason why I said because how I saw it in the story trailer, it looked like they had a good friendship, and they were just shown in the trailer a lot.
Yes, they were, and it's interesting you picked up on that because Xenoblade X trailer, we didn't really see any like main characters having a focus. Which leads me to believe that X and Xenoblade were more meant to be advertised as a more linear.
Yeah.
Linear is the best word for it. Is a narrative focused story.
Yeah.
Whereas Xenoblade 2 seems to be a more character focused story.
Gotcha.
Which is interesting because in all instances, Xenoblade has been at its core a very philosophical story. But I feel like if you're going to do philosophy, I think philosophy usually lands a lot better if it's character focused.
Yeah.
That's not to say that Xenoblade Chronicles doesn't have great characters. I'm not going to say that at all. They have fantastic characters. But I feel like more than anything else, Xenoblade 2 focuses more on character story, a character-driven story. So yeah, so having played the game, that was interesting to see pan out. I once again try to test it out as much as I can. I don't want to spoil anything because I don't know if I told you, but any number of things that I say, if I'm not very careful, I could literally spoil.
Oh yeah,
I could literally spoil the entire story of a game with just one word.
Yeah.
So I got to be very careful.
Oh no, I understand that. I understand that. Cause yeah, that's just crazy.
We're talking about a game series where two of the characters are known by code names in the comment section of any discussion to avoid spoilers for new
That's
characters.
the first one I've ever heard of a game ever do that.
And I don't know if X does it too. I want to say it does.
Jesus,
And,
is that serious? Wow.
In one of the games, one of the weapons is known by a code name too, because it's once again it spoils something massive of the story. But I don't remember which one it was. So yeah, but yeah, the story is I don't want to overstate it as being that important, but I will say that a lot of thought was put into it.
Yeah.
Like the creator very clearly knew what he wanted to tell, how he wanted to tell it, and the writing team, they very clearly worked very closely and thought through every detail that they could to make it as tight and interwoven as possible. Down to the point where even some side missions give better context to the story.
Wow.
Like in Xenoblade Chronicles, not giving away anything, but there is an optional quest. There's at least one. I know there's more than one, but there is one that sticks out that does a lot of closure for one of the main characters. And it's a closure that happens. We meet this character in like what was it, the time period for the game? I want to say like maybe like the first, like near the end of the, if not near the end of the third act, near the beginning of the second act.
Okay.
And this plot point is briefly touched upon for the first half of the second act, and then dropped for a little bit.
Okay.
Because, and understandably so, there's a much more important thing going on than this right now.
Okay, that's good. That's
And
good.
then it's brought back as an optional side quest that you can straight up miss if you don't hang a left right after the end of the second act.
Okay.
Not at the end of the third act. Like, you know what the beginning of the third act is. You do. But if you don't hang a left, that's all I'm saying. If you don't hang a left at the beginning of the third act, you potentially miss out on one of the best story quests in the game. And it's completely optional.
Wow.
And I can see why it's optional. There's much more important things going on at this point in the game
Jesus.
that this really did not have time to be put in or organically woven into the story. But I'm glad they wanted to do it anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm saying this. Like, I cannot give away too much. They're going into too much big detail. Hell, I would not be surprised if saying that if you don't hang a left, if that's too much. I honestly would not be surprised.
Because I still know what that means. So
Yeah, I'm not saying jack.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not saying jack. But yeah, no. So that was Xenoblade 2. So as of now, your rankings between 2, Xenoblade, and X, just going off the trailers in and of themselves. Which one would you buy in which order?
This one first, the Chronicles 2.
So 2 first, okay.
I believe it was, I mentioned X.
X, okay.
And then what was the other one?
And then the first Xenoblade.
Yeah, first Xenoblade, yes.
Okay.
In that order.
Okay, so that's an interesting viewpoint.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save my list for later. This is one from a guy who already basically pre-ordered the third game and has that's 1 and 2. But not X. So I'll give my full thoughts when we get done with everything.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we will see you next week.
Deuces, guys.
Peace.